Hey guys, welcome back to GloryHunter. Thank you for your patience in waiting in between episodes. As you may have seen from the community post that I put up or on social media, etc., I've been unwell for the past 5 or 6 days. It's been pretty hellish, but I am back on the horse now. So appreciate your patience. Thank you very much indeed for waiting for the next episode of this series and of course the My Player on the second channel as well. We are cracking on today with 2 semi-finals. We have the opportunity to get ourselves to the final. My point the wrong way I think I am for the DFB-Pokal. We have Osnabrück in the semi-final of that. We also have leg 1, bink, of the semi-final of the Champions League against Manchester City as well. We squeaked past Paris Saint-Germain in the last episode a few days ago and are desperate to try and make it to the final of the Champions League for the first time in the 3 seasons that we've been doing this GloryHunter. If you are enjoying this save, then please do continue to drop the videos the thumbs up. Please do continue to leave your feedback in the comment section because, all honesty, the future of the series is under threat. The view levels just aren't there for it at the minute, and I'm thinking about replacing it. So if you want it to continue, please show your support for it. And if the views pick up, perhaps it might just be World Cup related. If the views pick up post the World Cup final, then absolutely we will continue the save. If it continues to, then we'll have to do something different because I can't justify continuing to plow on with the save that doesn't get the views because I won't be able to pay my bills. And ultimately, that's why we do this, isn't it? So, let me switch back to the game. We need to get new transitions, evidently, as you can tell from the Formula 1 ones. And we crack on today with Osnabrück in the Cup, in the semi-final at home. Then it's RB Leipzig, also at home in the Bundesliga. On the back, of course, of that 6-0 destruction of Wolfsburg. And then it's Manchester City away. Not sure if we'll make it to the Champions League final, although I would have thought that PSG would have knocked us out. We beat them by a 1-0 twice. So I was delighted with that. In fact, we actually had better overall results. 2 wins against PSG than we did against Benfica. But we will hope to go as well as we can in both cups. And, of course, continue to try and do something in the Bundesliga. But with the gap being 8 points to Bayern with 12 points available, don't think it's going to happen. So there might be another episode, or another season, sorry, in the Bundesliga. Unless maybe we decide to move elsewhere and then come back again to the Bundesliga the same way that we're going to come back to, or go back to Italy in the Coppa Italia. Wait and see if we can win the double here this season with the cups, then maybe we move on and come back. Or wait and see. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What would be your preference? If I win the Pokal, obviously the Champions League we can win anywhere, then do I move on and perhaps try and liven the save up with a move to a different team? Or do we stay at Dortmund for a year? We'll wait and see how it goes. For now though, let's concentrate one game at a time. It's Osnabrück at home in the DFB-Pokal, and hopefully from there we can get ourselves to the final. Playing for that trophy here then, away from, no, at home even, against Osnabrück. They have a lineup that is certainly beatable, although you would probably have expected that, to be completely honest. Osnabrück not in the Bundesliga, so it's not a domestic fixture we faced previously, so there's no earlier form to go off. See their starting lineup here. They're playing a 4-3-3. Daniel Adamczyk in goal, 65 rated. Davide Itter, Benes Şatkus, then Gyamfi and Kleinhansel as the back line. Kunze, Wolf and Varling in the midfield with Simakala on the right, Adua on the left, and Noel Niemann up top at striker. I've got Flecken in goal, Gabriel's at the back alongside Sosa. Then we've got Aouar and Brandt in the midfield, and then Burkhardt up top and Bitter Gittens wide left. Certainly a winnable game. Absolutely a winnable game. So let's go and win it. It's blocked by Aouar, but it falls back to Varling. Thankfully, although I don't know how thankful I am if the result doesn't go for me, we have weaker opposition for my first game back, and for me to get my eye in again playing FIFA for the first time in a week. Although I've been nutmegged there, and Niemann has turned, and they've squared it, and Flecken makes the save. Although we do have RB Leipzig and Manchester City still to come in today's episode, so it isn't a full baptism of fire, but certainly it's quite hot. into Aouar and Burkhardt looking for Brandt. Julian in behind. Surely now, finally, we make the breakthrough. It's been coming for sure. They had a couple of opportunities at the other end, Osnabrück, but they can't withstand the pressure of the higher quality players. And in this semi-final, we take a 1-0 lead. Sosa just stands tall and gets the foot in. Nicely done. Bit of Gittens to Jonathan Burkhardt. A second in quick succession would surely finish them off. So would a red card if they're going to be quite so aggressive in the tackle. Brandt, oh, he had the option to square that to Bellini, but I didn't see him in time and couldn't get a shot nor a pass off before being closed down. Is Bellini there again? He's not. He's actually held a little bit further back. But we'll go for the shot from distance. It was really poorly struck, actually, on his stronger foot. Well, he does have a 5-star weak foot, but still very poorly struck regardless of which foot it was on. Wolf in there to Simakala. And they will take the advantage and fail to take advantage from it. And the man that had the ball gets booked. Here's Wolf. The option out wide to Simakala. It seems to be their go-to on this left-hand side for the majority of their attacks. They did so in the first half as well, but to no avail, of course. Sosa's clearance fired up towards Burkhardt, but Simakala again involved. Going out wide there to Bino Gittens, and if Burkhardt makes that run, hopefully Bino Gittens can find the pass, which he can. And how's that for a first touch? Into your stride, turn, lay it back, and Brandt for 2. If Julian Brandt can hit the target, then we could have a cricket score. He's already got 1, so clearly he's proven it is possible for him to hit the target, but every opportunity he's had since has gone nowhere near. Slow again on releasing possession, but Brandt, that's on target. If you can score that, why can't you score the other ones, Julian? They were so much simpler. Just putting it right where the keeper couldn't get there. From the edge of the box, it just floated. Bino Gittens cuts it back, got the space for it. Wasn't even that far in the corner. It just so happened to be far enough out of the goalkeeper's reach that he wasn't able to get there with a fairly outstretched left arm. We lead by 2-0. That'll be us into the final of the DFB-Pokal, and hopefully we'll be very, very happily into the trophy room again, we hope, at the end of that final. We are firm favourites, with other big clubs having already been knocked out. Ourselves, of course, knocking FC Bayern München out. So, with one step in the final, and arguably one hand on the trophy as well, surely it's a matter of time before we do add to the trophy room. That'll be game, thank you. We'll just waste the final few seconds, and that's Borussia Dortmund into the final of the DFB Pokal. With a resounding, comfortable, straightforward 2-0 win, Osnabrück threatened a little bit in the first half, and then all forward threat from them failed to show any sign of coming back after we scored the first. So, firmly, comfortably, straightforwardly through to the next round, and there is only that one more round. It will be Frankfurt or Hoffenheim in the final for us in the DFB Pokal. Leipzig second in the table, 6 points above us and with a decent team. Aaron Ramsdale in goal. Angelino at right back with Stefan Savic, Ezri Konsa and David Raum at left back. Javier Schlager and Thiago Alcantara in the midfield. And Nkunku, Bernardo Silva and Christian Pulisic with Dominic Calvert-Lewin up top. Certainly only a handful of real-life Leipzig players left in that team, but there's only a handful of real-life Dortmund players left in mine. We're at full strength for this one, so fingers crossed we can get ourselves a victory. We did win by 3-1 away from home against Leipzig earlier in the season. Our Bundesliga title hopes hang in tatters, really, but if we can close the gap to just 3 points to Leipzig, then we might be able to squeak second place in the league, even if we can't find ourselves topping the table against Bayern München. We'll wait and see how things pan out today. Although, at the minute, my main concern is getting a result against Manchester City in the Champions League. I don't mind losing this one, but if we can go into the Champions League game against City on the back of a good performance, then who knows what can happen. We have to do a lot of defending in this game. And then, hopefully, some good countering too. Esri Konsa should be able to deal with the pace of Adeyemi. He can't, though. And Aaron Ramsdale makes a very good one-on-one save to deny us the opening goal of the game. We'll try again, though. Although there are more defenders back this time around. So we'll take a bit more time and care in the build-up. Through that gap. Nope, gone. Oh, one back again. Nope, gone. Bernardo Silva. Nice tackle by Florian Wirtz. Got stuck in. And Kunku looking for the ball out wide. Pulisic through the defender's legs. You can position yourself as well as you want. But if the game decides it wants to nutmeg you, there's not much you can do about it. Bernardo Silva with the corner. Well won by Harvey Barnes. And McKennie does win the foot race. And will not keep it in play. Nutmegs me again. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Little ball roll. That's going a long way wide. Oh, Thiago. I know you don't score many goals. But certainly you're better than that, Mr. Alcantara. Although if you don't want to be better than that for the rest of the game, fine by me, pal. You keep shooting 15 feet wide, I'll have the time of my life. Onto his favoured left. No, we'll just play the pass. And Enzo from the edge of the box. Stefan Savic in the way again. Certainly my nemesis so far in this game, Stefan Savic, getting in the way of all of my attacking play. That's going to fall to Harvey Barnes. He'll set it up for Enzo Fernandez, who's determined to try and score a goal today, but can't seem to do so. Enzo Fernandez will float this, and we'll win it with Nuno Mendes, and I'll try and get that inside quickly. And Adeyemi's made a good run. It's drawn the defender away, and it's opened up a little bit here for us. Enzo Fernandez trying to work some space, looking for Adeyemi around the corner. Oh, it's Bellini even. Good touch, and, oh, equally good finish on his left foot. He's getting enough height on it to keep it away from the keeper. Not much power on the effort, but he's beaten the man in between the sticks. And Aaron Ramsey, who was so good for me in the Arsenal save, unfortunately for him on this occasion, does concede a goal. But now is the time that I want him to. We lead by 1-0 just before half-time. Nicely over the top. Loaded down well by McKennie. There's that press. Barnes reads it well, rides it well, and we will work it around into such a position whereas we can exploit it. Adeyemi. Oh, see you, pal. Bye-bye. There's a second. They always expect Adeyemi to take the shot on his left. No. I'm going to turn inside you, and I'm going to turn it home. This is similar to the last time we played RB Leipzig. Doesn't happen that often this year now. It's less of a problem in career mode than it used to be, but certainly still on the odd occasion makes things a little bit too easy when they press with minimal intelligence. And as such, you can exploit it. Consider it exploited. Nice tackle by Sally Özcan. It's going to bobble free. Thiago to Harvey Barnes. Well, they're going to back off. Barnes is going to have a go! And Ball Boy's just like, no! Have another go. Enzo Fernandez into Weston McKennie. Forward into Florian Wirtz. Out wide looking for Bellini. Wirtz again. Good footwork to keep hold of the ball. Tuck that back for Adeyemi, who on his left this time draws a very good save out of Aaron Ramsdale. And his defender really kind of lets him down a little bit. Harvey Barnes. Florian Wirtz. Harvey Barnes. Offside. Final whistle sounds. A strong 2-0 win against RB Leipzig this time around after our 3-1 victory against them last time we played them. 2-0 is the scoreline of choice so far today, apparently. I would absolutely take 2-0 against Manchester City, wouldn't you? Not only is 2-0 a strong result in any case, but it would also give us a great opportunity to head into the second leg and allow us the opportunity to not be at our best, but still get through. We will try our very best to rise to the occasion, but this Manchester City side could well be the highest rated we faced all save long. I am quite apprehensive about who's going to be in their starting lineup and how well they're going to play. With regards to the Bundesliga table, on the back of that 2-0 win, we have ourselves a 3-point gap to Leipzig. Bayern have drawn, so the gap is now... No, they haven't. They've won, and it's still 8 points. Never mind, ignore me. Gap's 8 points with 9 points available. Bayern are going to win the league. Because there's no way they dropped 9 points in the last 3 games. And you saw there actually from the standing screen as well that the other semi-final in the Champions League is El Clasico, with Real Madrid drawing 2-2 in the first leg. Well, here goes nothing. Off to the Etihad we go. Champions League semi-final against the 94 rated Erling Haaland. UEFA Champions League. Pedri, Haaland, Foden, De Bruyne, Cancelo, Ruben Dias, Ederson. Panic! They are so good with their starting lineup, Manchester City. Erling is 94 rated. Of course, it's the homecoming of sorts. Although we're going to his new home rather than him coming to his old home. Manchester City versus Borussia Dortmund. Their lineup will pop up on screen for us momentarily, and we can show you the full. In fact, so you can see their ratings. I will still do it this way. So they're pretty good. Ederson. There is a weak point though, and that's on the right-hand side. 79 rated Issa Kabore is genuinely their second highest rated fullback. They've got 84 rated John Stones, 91 Diaz, 88 Cancelo, 89 Rodri, 89 De Bruyne, 90 Pedri, then 82 Rafa, 94 Erling, and 90 Phil Foden. Got an 87 Marco Verratti on the bench, and 88 Leon Goretzka. But other than that, the depth isn't that strong. It's just a very good starting lineup, albeit with a couple of places where they're not that strong. It's not as scary a City side as it potentially could have been. So, with that in mind, and feeling confident after the last couple of games we've just played with back-to-back clean sheets, we have an opportunity here, provided we can still play at our best, to get Dortmund to the Champions League final once again. Rodri into Pedri. Picked off nicely by Schlotterbeck. He's going to have to do that a lot today, I think. Bellini played in. Hopefully we can keep Phil Foden on his heels and tracking backwards more so than he is getting forward and causing me issues in the final third. Barnes to Enzo Fernandez. Take my time. Don't rush it. Florian Wirtz. Enzo Fernandez again. Barnes. Enzo. Wirtz. Oh, Adeyemi. How many times have we come up against Ederson and has he done things like that against me? He's at it again, the Brazilian. It's still 0-0 in the 11th minute. Oof, strong from Erling. And I think deserving of a yellow card. And somehow, on the back of that, he's going to bloody well score. The advantage was still active, I thought. So when I lost possession, I thought, well, I'll get a free kick then. But no. Played through, under control, and well, he's going to finish because he's Erling in that situation. Will now get a yellow card and will absolutely take it. Worth taking the booking if it means he can give them a 1-0 lead. If only he'd have taken his shirt off and got himself sent off, that would have been preferable. 1-0 down against Manchester City, and in frustrating circumstances, because there certainly was a foul, and he was punished for it, but I don't think the advantage lasted long enough. And then try and work something from open play instead. Schuler back there to Enzo. Adeyemi's touch lets him down. Pedri got the acceleration to get away. Erling finds the ball back to Joao Cancelo. When I said I wanted a 2-0 scoreline, I did mean for me, not Manchester City. Perhaps I didn't make that abundantly clear. De Bruyne. Oh, Schlotterbeck, so important. Really, really important step in there. Otherwise, that is 2-0 Manchester City. Go on then, Harvey, you're in. The man that used to play in England, now playing in Germany. Scores back in England. It's 1-1. Their defence just parted. Harvey ran through the gap. We're level. Let's see if we can force a mistake again, and we have done. Issa Kabore, again, the man to make it. And Issa Kabore, again, the man that's out of position. Is Harvey Barnes onside? The answer is yes. Harvey took it an extra touch. Florian Wirtz from the edge of the box. Ederson makes the save. I just couldn't get Harvey to settle on it there so that I could get the shot away cleanly. Weston McKennie's up, though. He's won the header well, but he's popped it over the bar. It's going to be 1-1 at the break, probably. De Bruyne with the corner. Last minute of the first half. And away by Barnes. Please, ref. Please, ref. Please, ref. When that corner is cleared away, the whistle should go. That is absolute nonsense. How the 2-1 City. Enzo Fernandez in there to Weston McKennie. They've pressed. They've Leipzigged it. Bellini needs to turn. We could be in. Adeyemi and a cross. Enzo Fernandez deserves a goal today, but won't have one. What was that, mate? We will not get a better chance. Definitively will not get a better chance. It's Foden darting across, finding Erling. And the keeper just scooted across towards that and made no attempt to actually bend down and pick the ball up. Well, I'll be honest, my heart did flutter a little bit. We get the ball back under control. Harvey Barnes. Don't know why that still tickles me. Adeyemi back there to Florian Wirtz. Out to Harvey. Looking for Adeyemi. Looking for Harvey again. Looking for Adeyemi again. And Karim. That's a very good goal. Dortmund 2. Manchester City 2. And we are going to take this semi-final fight all the way as far as we can. McKennie. Down the line. Bellini. Enzo. Looking for Adeyemi. Unbelievable footwork. Enzo. Enzo! Something's wrong with him. I think. Can I return my? Did you keep the receipt? Can I return my Enzo Fernandez, please? I think he's broken. He can't shoot on target to save his life. Holding up Cancelo, rides the challenge, takes the advantage, and advantage that this time works with us. Adeyemi, pull that back. Harvey Barnes. Oh! Misses the target! Harvey Barnes. What are you doing, mate? We could be 4-2 up here. Come on. Space in the middle. Who's somehow what? There goes Bellini. Here is Bellini. Bellini. Burkhardt. No! What have I got to do to beat Manchester City? Oh, no! Oh, God! Ah. Off the bar! It will end 2-2 in this first leg. And I don't know how I haven't won that. Unbelievable. Their first goal should have had advantage given and a free kick. Not given. They scored. Their second goal. Half-time whistle should have gone. It didn't. They scored. We've hit the post. We've had clear-cut chances go over. Ederson's made some great saves. Clear-cut chances go wide. We've hit the bar. Well, we can be safe in the knowledge that for the second leg tomorrow, we certainly should be winning it and have the capability to do so. A number of young players that have, and some that don't have, decent potential still in the youth setup. And potentially more to be added. 80 to 94. All right, we'll have a look at you, son. No. So do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save, of course. Like I say, if you do want the save to continue longer term, then please do ensure that you do show it some support, because it's a numbers game, and if it doesn't get the numbers, we don't play the game. Right, tomorrow then, well, Bundesliga season finale tomorrow, as well as, hopefully, a win in the Champions League, meaning that we can have a double final special of the DFB-Pokal and the Champions League the day after that. That's the plan. Join me for it then. I'll see you tomorrow.